what is up, everybody? Today we are going to be learning about transitions and how they are used in writing. So, you're probably thinking, well, what are transitions? So I'm going to tell you in a very simplified manner what transitions are. When I think of transitions, I think, okay, they are something that connects an idea to another idea I have. So, to help you guys kind of picture this, I found a picture on the internet of this really, how do I put this, poorly built bridge. I hope you guys notice that there is something missing right here. See that? Yeah, if I was driving down this road, this is me, Mr. Steiger, I think I would probably not continue because I am not, A, good swimmer, B, probably not wearing swim trunks, and most likely I don't have a snorkel. So, I'm going to have to pass on this bridge. Okay, what we do need is what I like to refer to as the missing piece in writing. Okay, a lot of people take this for granted, and it's the transition. What the transition does is it holds this bridge together, in other words, your paper, and makes it more clear. Okay, so I put together a little example so that you guys could see this in terms of writing, because I think at this point you're starting to understand the importance of transitions. So here are two separate sentences. So by the way these are set up, you tell me if you are following this as, if this was written in a paper, you would go, would you say, okay, yeah, that makes sense, or would you go, wait, how are those two things connected? You may be able to see the connection, you may not. So the first one is, okay, Tim stayed up until 4 a.m. playing Halo or video games, okay? That's the first thing that they put in this paragraph. Okay, I go, all right, understand. Let's move on to the next thing. Tim slept in and missed the bus. Now, because we are so, a lot of you guys are probably going to get this because you're gonna see the sequence here of you're going to see the cause and effect. But me as a teacher, I go, you know what? That could be a lot more clear. And I want you guys to pause the video for a second and go, okay, what could I do to make these two ideas connect? Because these are written in a paragraph. Okay, let me write this down. This is the first sentence. This first sentence is about, okay, so Tim stayed up until 4 a.m. playing Halo. Okay, and then the next sentence that follows it, okay, that's the end of this sentence. The next sentence that follows it is, okay, he slept in and missed the bus. Okay, so they're written right after each other, right? So you got to determine what can we do as a writer to make these two ideas kind of make more sense of why they're together. Okay, so pause the video. All right, you're back. So I hope that you guys said something to do with transition words. Okay, in this particular scenario, it would make sense to add a word in there, right? You guys may have a different one than me, but the one that I came up with is consequently. Okay, so let's read it with the word consequently. Tim stayed up until 4 a.m. playing video games. Period. Consequently, Tim slept in and missed the bus. Let's see if we can type this in. So Tim, what's the first one say? Tim stayed up playing Halo. Is it Halo Reach? I know there's a new one. All night. Let's make this sentence a little more fun. So, consequently, hopefully I spell this right. Consequently, Tim slept in and missed the bus. So, let's look at the before, and after, okay? So, before we had Tim stayed up all night playing video games is what we actually had before. And then Tim slept in and missed the bus. Now for me, that's hard to read because it's so choppy, right? The next one's a little better. Tim stayed up playing Halo Reach all night. Consequently, he slept in. I would like to use this instead of Tim again. It's a little redundant. He slept in and missed the bus. Perfect. That makes a lot of sense. So I think you guys might agree with me on that, because I think it sounds a lot cleaner. If you do, come talk to me.